You are watching Redman Channel.
When you turn on your computer, there are programs that start and run automatically, and they can use precious processing power. Some of these programs need to run and some of them don't. So what we will do in this tutorial is disable certain programs of your choosing from starting and running automatically in order to improve the speed of your computer, especially during startup. Let's get started. So there's two ways of getting to the window we need to get to, but I'm just going to use the run command for this particular tutorial. The other way is by holding down Ctrl Alt Delete and opening the Task Manager. But to open the command prompt, hold down the Windows key and press R on your keyboard. I've already typed it in, but I'll retype it just for clarity. Type msconfig. Click OK to that. In this window, go to the Startup tab, then click on Open Task Manager. Now this is an interesting window because you can see all of the things that your computer is doing for you. One area which we will focus on in the future is this tab here, the Processes tab, but it's not quite necessary at the moment. So just make sure you're on the Startup tab. And here is a list of the computer programs that start up on my computer. Now the programs that start up on your computer are obviously going to be different. So when it comes to disabling certain programs, you have to make an educated decision on which programs you want to disable. Now if you're not sure, not to worry. If you see a program and you don't know what it is, you can just take the name of that program. So let's say if you have a program called Adobe Creative Cloud, which is something I'm always using all the time, I can take that name away if I don't know what it is, and then I can just Google it, or put it through Explorer or any browser and just find out exactly what it is before you come back to this window and you disable it. Just a word of warning, some of these programs are very important, so just keep that in mind. Don't just disable any of them because you just have a feeling about it. To disable a program, all you have to do is just click on it and then go down to the bottom right and click on, well in this case it says enable because my Adobe Creative Cloud is actually disabled. Let's click on this one here, which has a status of enabled. I can go to disable. I can click on it there, and as you can see it's now disabled, but realistically I want that to run because I do use the Adobe software, so I'll re-click on that and re-enable it. As you can see here in this column, it actually gives you the startup impact, so you can see just how much memory or disk space the programs take up. Now I'm not sure why my system is actually doing this. Usually under this tab, the Startup Impact tab, it should say words like medium or high or low or no impact at all, or words to that effect. On my computer, as you can see, it's not saying that, it's just saying none or not measured, not measured. I need to find out why that is, but on your computer, more than likely you will have other keywords like I just mentioned, the medium and the high and the none, and you know, it just gives you a sort of a scale of the impact that the programs actually have on your computer. So if you come across a program that says there's no impact on startup, and that is enabled, and you might actually use that program, then you might as well just leave it alone. But if it has a high or medium startup impact, then I'd recommend that you consider disabling that program if you don't use it. Okay, so once you're done, you can go ahead and just exit this window and get rid of this, and you're all done. So that's how you can manage your startup applications.